Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of my Uber's Road to Top 10. Thank you everybody for all the consistent support on these episodes. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them and giving me some wild suggestions too. Big shout out to I'm Big Dave 2 who made the fan art that is on your screen. I absolutely love it. My favorite Pokemon, and it has a Drop a Draco hoodie and whatnot. So cool. I'll link his Instagram as well as Twitter down below if y'all want to check him out. He also does commissions as well. And today we are using Mega Lopunny, so I'm pretty excited to actually be using this. It's been a minute since I used this Pokemon in the Ubers tier. Shout out to my boy Zesty. Let's get right into team preview. So the first member of the squad we have is Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny has a great speed tier and pretty solid coverage with normal and fighting. Obviously the scrappy ability is also really good, meaning that I can just spam high jump. You can still hit Pokemon like Giratina and Marshadow upon switching. Being a normal type as well and being faster than Marshadow is really nice. Mega Lopunny also has Healing Wish as a support option, so it can actually support all the other Ubers in the tier, giving them like a a way of coming back. And Power Up Punch, of course, with our dual stab, gives us a way of boosting. I think you can run Low Kick on Mega Lopunny as well in Ubers, but it's because it's consistently 120 base power for the most part, because everything is so thick in Ubers. But High Jump Kick having 130 base power with that chance to miss is something we're going to be going off of. Primal Groudon is the next member of the squad. We're using Dual Dance Primal Groudon. I believe this Spadef lets us take +2 Moonblast or Focus Blast after Stealth Rock from Xerneas. I could be mistaken about that, but I believe that's what the Spadef is. And the speed is for standard Scarfers like Yveltal, Rock Polish, Swords Dance, Precipice Blades, and Stone Edge. Stone Edge obviously being there for Rayquaza, Ho-Oh, and Yveltal. It's just a Dual Dance sweeper. It's also our Primal Kyogre, one of the Primal Kyogre answers on our team. Well, offensive Primal Kyogre answers. The other Pokemon we have is Zygarde Complete. We're using Dragon Dance, Outrage, Thousand Arrows, Substitute with Ground MZ. Ground MZ is there because it gives you the extra oomph versus Pokemon like Xerneas and support Arceus. The 52 Spadef lets us take Ice Beam from support Arceus while getting into our Father form, our complete form, and basically being able to Dragon Dance and sweep alongside. That sub is really good for status. Choice Scarf Defensive Yveltal is something we're using next. We have enough speed for Excadrill. We have Defog on this set as well. We can still check something like Swords Dance Arceus if we're healthy enough with Foul Play and our overall bulk. U-Turn for Momentum and Toxic for opposing Yveltal and bulky Arceus in general. Magearna gives us a Geomancy Xerneas answer and an Yveltal answer all in one. With Heart Swap, if Xerneas does go for Geomancy, we can take that from it and actually maybe start reverse sweeping. Pain Splits for longevity. Volts, which gives us momentum if we're able to get rid of Primal Groudon, of course. And then Fleur Cannon is our stab, which is also boosted in the face of Xerneas. Last but not least, we do have a defensive Arceus Water with Ice Beam and Earth Power as coverage. No Judgment. This effectively means that we have a way of hitting Rayquaza and Yveltal, but also hitting Primal Groudon and Necrozma, Duskmane, and Mega Gengar all in one, something that Ice Beam plus Judgment does not do. Will-O-Wisp is there for Necrozma because this is one of our answers to Necrozma and Duskmane, and Recover is there for longevity. So that is the team for today's episode. Let us get right into the battles. Alright guys, so we have our first game versus the team we used last episode, Ultra Necrozma, Defensive Charty Berry Yveltal, 3 attacks Roost Scizor, Arceus Ground, Ground MZ Dugtrio, and Scarf Kyogre. Luckily I have Arceus Water plus Groudon to deal with Scarf Kyogre a little bit. And I think my Zygarde's really good in this, but I have to be really careful because obviously this Pokemon too is really nice. I'm just going to go off the Yveltal lead. The initial game plan is Toxic his Yveltal, that way my Zygarde can Dragon Dance up on it. He leads off with his Arceus Ground. Very similar to this, I'm actually pretty weak to this Pokemon, but well, not 100%. I can just U-turn here, and I feel like Arceus Water also just dominates his entire team. He hates this Pokemon completely. Yeah, I knew that happened the second I started upping my Arceus Water. I literally knew that would happen. Like, the second I said it dominates his entire team, because it literally does, that would happen to me. We're going to attempt to Thaw right here and go for Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp unfortunately does not auto-Thaw. Y'all saw my attitude change immediately with that. I'm doing the road to top 10 and this happens to me. Thaw, buddy. I knew that would happen. Thank you, my friend. You are a friend. And you hit the Will-O-Wisp. Get that. That's not even a threat anymore. Get that mon out of here. Appreciate you. Anyway, we can bring out a Velton now. If this thing tries to SD up or Ultra Burst or anything, it will go down to foul play. Luckily, that did not set us back completely, and we could just foul play right here. I don't care about their own Velton coming out. This is where it gets interesting because this thing going for Toxic is obviously super threatening. I do have Healing Wish though on my Lopunny. You're really good in this game, aren't you? But getting that burn off on Ultra Necrozma is amazing too. I want a Toxic off on you, I definitely do. I don't want him going Dugtrio here. That's for sure something I don't want. But if I had to give up something, I guess Magearna is fine. Because he has to use his Z on Magearna. Okay, he goes Arceus Ground, which is fair. My Arceus Water does tank that. But we're going to pivot out to a Veltal first. On the Judgment, just so I can get in my Arceus Water on an Ice Beam. Maybe that's not the best play. Actually, I'm going to go for Toxic here. I don't want to U-turn and have him, double Judgment. Plus, if I have this thing on a timer, my Zygarde can beat it as well. Like, I'm going for game with Zygarde in this game, I think. I definitely am. Alright, so Arceus Water takes every hit, and now that Arceus Ground is on a timer, it should always lose to Arceus Water as well. Again, that Thaw was critical. That Thaw was absolutely critical. I needed that Thaw to happen. And just the fact that I'm Will-O-Wisp is really good here. Don't you dare! About to get mad. I Will-O-Wisp here. As it goes out to Ultra Necrozma, that's not a problem. Honestly, I just go right out to a Veltal one more time. And what I'm actually going to do is U-turn here, just to keep a momentum, because I can actually switch out into my Arceus Water. If this thing sets up, it's not that big of a deal. I do have my Groudon, which can set up on this. But I'm kind of curious as to how he plans on dealing with this Mon. I almost feel like I should go Lopunny and start hitting him. I feel like I should. Yeah, I'm going to go Lopunny and start hitting this boy. Because with Power Up Punch, I kind of smack him. So we're going to Power Up Punch here. Get my nice little pup going on. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to anticipate him to Ultra Burst here. So I'm actually going to go for the return. Because basically if I went for High Jump Kick there, he'd die. So great. We got that right. That boy is gone. Completely gone. And Lopunny already picking up his KO. Scizor comes out and Scizor can go for Sewer Power, right? I don't really mind that too much. I kind of rather weaken this and set up with it with my Zygarde. Maybe I'm wrong to do that though. That boy can Sewer Power though. I'm gonna make the Magearna play. If he tries to trap me with Dugtrio, like I said, he has to use a Z to trap me, which means he cannot KO. If he uses a Z, he cannot KO my my Groudon. So we just Floor Cannon here. Great. Absolutely amazing. He uses Z. So once again, I can just bring out this beast and kind of just High Jump Kick something for what I'm hoping to be a 2-hit KO. I don't know if Scizor will be 2-hit KO by this, but it'll be forced to roost. The Veltal will be 2-hit KO. Dugtrio obviously dies. I'm okay with Magearna being gone because my... Ooh, and okay, that opens up the door so much for me too, with Dugtrio being gone as well. Groudon is set to sweep. Once I get rid of a Veltal's item, and I'm free to go out into my Arceus Water here. Very free to go out to my Arceus Water here. And can just Will-O-Wisp. At this point, it's kind of checkmate. He doesn't have anything for me. If I burn a Veltal, my Zygarde's going to win. My Groudon can set up as well. Like, basically, getting rid of Dugtrio opened up the door so much for me. I think I play this game, like, to the best of my ability right now. We'll see, though. Unfortunately, missed Toxic. I mean, Will-O-Wisp, excuse me. I don't mind him Toxicing me because I do have, once again, a Lopunny that can kind of just click buttons, and it can Healing Wish me as well. This being on a timer and this being burnt. Just gonna High Jump Kick here. I believe this is where I start to go for game with my Zygarde. Because he's going to Ice Beam, right? Yeah, 1,000 arrows now. Just to get off a little bit of chip for Lopunny to 2-hit KO something with a High Jump Kick. I didn't realize that would do 26. I thought it'd do a little bit more. Because that opens up that door a lot for me. Whether he goes for Thunder or Ice Beam, I think that Lopunny is a fine play because I can pivot into Arceus Water if things go wrong. And if I'm him, like, you don't let me set up a Groudon, so I'm just gonna high jump kick here. You don't let me set up a Groudon or Zygarde, so I'm gonna high jump kick just right now with my Lopunny. Exactly. You can't let me set up with one of them. Hey, big Lopunny, I appreciate you. So do I do 17% with you with Power Up Punch? I feel like I do. Scizor, Arceus, Ground. Wow, no it doesn't. I'm high jump kicking again. Yeah, because I'm not letting go Scizor for free. Get out of here. Hey, get this Mon out of here. I also believe I live an uninvested Bullet Punch from Scizor, but I could be wrong because of my massively low HP stat. 35 to 42. Turn does 18 to 22%. He can't knock me out. Unless he crits me or I miss. So I guess he has multiple opportunities. But look at Lopunny just putting in so much work in the first game. Scizor is gone, so he has no more pivots. Kyogre is going to come out. This boy kind of has to Ice Beam. He kind of has to Ice Beam. I'm going to keep Lopunny alive because it can Healing Wish this beast. And I'm going to make the double just because if I get off damage on you, I can sub up with Zygarde and Dragon Dance up. So, oh, I forgot you had Sucker Punch. My bad. Let me not disrespect you. I just need a little bit of damage on a Veltal for me to win with Groudon, basically. There we go. Alright, that should be game. Because of his burn, he shouldn't be able to beat me down. I should always be able to sub up versus him. Exactly. Just gonna get another Dragon Dance, that way I'm faster than Kyogre. And we'll just 1,000 arrows here. Doesn't knock out a Veltal, but it gets it low enough. That's fine. I won't die to Foul Play. I definitely won't die to Sucker Punch. Look, that boy's burnt. Alright, so I mean everything was set up for, as I said, I wanted to win late game with Zygarde. So everything was set up for it. Hit that boy up with the Tectonic Rage. Goodbye, Kyogre. And I outspeed, obviously, the Arceus Ground, and I'm going to be able to beat it. And even if I didn't outspeed it, I have Scarf. I have like everything on my team. Good game. So that was a really good first game, I think. Lopunny put in a ton of work and a ton of pressure, so I'm really excited about hopefully the rest of this episode. Again, I'm just waking up. You could probably tell by the way I'm talking. I'm tired, but yeah, we're going to pause it, guys, until we find another game. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're here at the next one. Have fun. This guy's really nice. I thought by his name was the Blast. I thought it was like a reference to the Black Stardust, who is a friend of mine. Looks like it just spikes offense. I definitely didn't use this team. That's a Pheromosa out there, which I haven't used yet. Magearna helps me not lose to you. Arceus Water is really good in this too. I'm a big fan of a Lopunny early game to kind of break through Deoxys, unless Deoxys is running Thunder Wave or something like that. This at least forces in Pheromosa, which we don't deal with very well, I'll admit. With Hazards up, we actually don't deal with Pheromosa super well. The fact that he went hard Pheromosa is really interesting to me too. It means he's obviously willing to throw off just a high jump kick immediately. I don't want it to be all out pummeling either. I have to make the Yveltal play. I have Arceus to cover Groudon, so we'll be alright here. That did so much damage. This boy's banded. Like 130% banded. Just gonna Foul Play and get rid of this giant beast. I had no switches for this Pokemon. I'm gonna be real. So I'm really happy that the way that worked out. Unfortunately, I lose basically this Mon, which is really good versus him. But my Zygarde can set up on these two, hopefully. Arceus is obviously a problem too. But I don't mind just clicking Foul Play multiple times. And then being able to go out to Lopunny and click Power Up Punch. Oh, this dude has Psycho Boost too. No. Taunt Psycho Boost. No. Yeah, I think I lost. I can't go Arceus because if he taunts me, then his own Arceus can set up on me. So 1,000 arrows here. Yveltal's gone and Lopunny's gone. I did not expect Psycho Boost. It's usually Taunt, Magic Coat, Spike, Stealth Rock. But Psycho Boost definitely caught me off guard. Without you, I'm so weak to Ultra Necrozma as well. Xerneas comes out. I'm just going to make the Yveltal sack mid-ground. What that does is it covers a potential Groudon double that my opponent could make. It covers that potential Groudon double, which is something I'm worried about. Like if I get in Magearna, then he gets in Groudon immediately. Just throws off a Focus Blast. I believe Groudon takes 2 Focus Blasts. But I kind of want to use Groudon to weaken this Xerneas so that way my Zygarde can ideally do something. So we're just going to press his Blades here. As I mentioned, this EV spread should let me take 2. If I'm not mistaken. Or at least 1 hit. I believe this EV spread will let me take 1 hit. I also want to make sure that Magearna tanks 2 of these, because if I can switch out into Magearna, I might just do it. Magearna. What am I? Xerneas, Uber Geomancy. I unfortunately cannot make the Magearna play because I will be 2-hit KO'd here. Also want to make sure my Groudon doesn't die. Yep, okay, so my Groudon doesn't die, as I mentioned. So we can just go for Press Blades. Plus he could have missed the Focus Blast. That's the highest roll he could have gotten, by the way, 94% right there. We do manage to connect. Unfortunately, I still do have a Magearna alive that is just useless. What I think I should have done was went Groudon and then gone back out into... okay, Arceus can beat these two. Went Groudon, then gone back out into maybe... Magearna immediately on it. E-Speeds instantly on me. You could bring out Arceus. If he's sub SD, which a lot of them are, I probably just lost. But I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp here anyway, as he brings out Groudon. And I'm just going to Earth Power to attempt to weaken him. That's just it. That is not a 2-hit KO, unfortunately. That is not a 2-hit KO, unfortunately. Huh. Earth Power again. I think I'm going to lose to this. Luckily, he is why I hate Earthquake. So he's a lot weaker, but yeah, that Psycho Boost Deoxys threw me off completely. It really did. It truly did. He's going to Ultra Burst here. He should. Otherwise, he will not be faster than me. I'm just going to attempt to go for the Willow right here. And... I guess attempt to recover up on this guy, just in case I am. With the burn, I was not. I'm gonna attempt to take this dude's boost too, because what I need to do is be able to go out to my Zygarde and Dragonite's up twice on this guy to do something. But with him being faster than me, it obviously does not work out. So we're gonna hard swap right here. Atomize Ultra Necrozma. And he's full on special too, which makes it even worse. This makes it even worse. Yeah, I believe I just lose here. I'm assuming Light That Burns the Sky is going to blow me away. Good game, bro. Honestly, your team just threw me off completely. I don't know what I could have done differently. The fact that he was Psycho Boost Deoxys, Banded Pheromosa, Special Atomize. I'm going to lose to this too, and I don't like that. Special Atomize thingy as well. Yo, Zesty, I just realized you're not giving me rocks in these games. Well, these are all the fear Pokemon, aren't they? I don't know what I do here. do I go Zygarde and start smacking him, or like what can I do? Do I Will-O-Wisp him with Arceus? I don't know how to beat this. I'm going to start punching him with my Lopunny and see what happens. God, I'm about to get Endeavor spammed. This is so annoying. Luckily, I have Will-O-Wisp on this thing. So I can, he has 6 more. That's fine. Even if he nuzzles me, I'm pretty sure I outspeed level 1s. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think I outspeed level 1s. Sack. Lopunny? I mean, Lopunny isn't really a sack. I can just Healing Wish back up this boy again. Cottony comes out. I don't know what this is supposed to do, but I'm going to Healing Wish myself. Is this gonna sub? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Does Healing Wish my Arceus even work? Oh, he's setting up rocks now. Sturdy. Power up punch. I don't have rocks versus the team that I need rocks versus the most. I legitimately don't have rocks versus a team I need rocks up the most. Turn you with my scrappy ability. I got infested. Get my fast Volt Switch off. No! Oh, it's to Destiny Bond me. Duh. Sub. And he goes for Trick Room next turn. Yep, to reverse the priority, so that way if I attack them I die. Anyway. I'm behind. I'm safe now. You're safe now, I'm like petting my Zygarde. You're safe now, Zygarde. It's okay. And then all that for Arceus Dark to come out, man. There we go. There we go, buddy. Now you're nice and bulky with them 3 KOs. I would have went for the Ground MZ, but I'm not entirely sure if it actually KO'd. It's fine. The hell out of here. I don't know. Prankster moves don't work on a Veltal, so get the hell out of here. I'm about to lose to this thing, aren't I? I might have messed up. Our swap. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to get through with Volt Switch and pray. I don't know what else I could do at the end of the day. Maybe a recover right here and then attempt to burn him. I don't have defog on this build, so I'm gonna burn him right now, I guess. Thank you for hitting that. Not sure how I feel about the fact that this Mon Smeargle is still alive, but ideally, Sub Zygarde is still good versus you. T-Spikes, of course it's T-Spike. Okay, I guess I just use Arceus and Magearna to hopefully win. We're gonna Will-O-Wisp here, and just recover spam. With the double burn on, like, this is annoying, but with the double burn on that and me being paralyzed, please don't get full paralyzed here. Because I can lose immediately. $12 recovers left. Both of these guys die. Hard swap, Magearna being fast and everything is good. But what if I go for Pain Split? That's 3 recovers. I killed the Togedemaru. There we go. I guess I can kill Smeargle and then I can kill Smeargle and pray. The Pain Split first. Hey, okay. I'm gonna be real. Good game. Good game. I'm gonna be real. That was so scary. Um, Never have I ever wished I had Stealth Rock more than this game. My opponent could have had Ho-Oh, Lugia, Dragonite, Charizard, Moltres, and Volcarona, and I would rather have Stealth Rock in this game than, well, first off, the other guy kind of sounds like a noob that I just described, but I would rather have Stealth Rock in this game than that. But yeah, we'll pause until we find another battle. I'll be right back. I think I should have count Ground him, but I also think that Ground MZ is like, what, double the power of 1,000 arrows. So I could have KO'd him if I clicked it instead of subbing at that one point. I just wasn't sure and I didn't want to waste it, but I should have done that with Zygarde. That game that I did lose though, I'm not sure what I could have done differently. Special Ultra Necrozma and all that ones. This is another scary one. Magearna helps me deal with Xerneas, but this dude has like a million Pokemon that I'm actually scared of. I like Zygarde in this. I always like Zygarde, but Arceus Water deals with a lot too, which is really nice and comforting. Big fan of Yveltal as a lead because not only does it give me momentum, but it also gives me a potential Toxic off on something. Ooh, I feel like I'm a little bit faster than you, my friend. I can always Healing Wish this thing if it gets down to it, so I'm actually going to go for Toxic on Yveltal as he goes for his own. So if I'm him, I probably either U-turn if I have it, or go out into Groudon. But he ends up going out into Necrozma, which isn't too bad. I'm assuming he might be some type of setup or something. We're going to bring out the Yveltal right here as he goes for Rocks. That's fine too. I can defog immediately as he goes out to his own Yveltal, getting rid of that threat. With Healing Wish on Lopunny, I'm okay with my own Mon. Yeah, with Healing Wish on Lopunny, I'm alright for my Yveltal, which is good. Toxic is threatening. I can't really punish him with a double, though. I can make the Lopunny play actually now and start hitting him. Because unless he's Toxic Roost Oblivion Wing, I'm going to start hitting him right now. Salamence can easily come out, too. So maybe the better play is for me to go for Return here. As he goes Necrozma, Duskmane. Stealth Rock Necrozma, I can still defog with you. Just gonna high jump kick for some damage. He might pivot into Salamence here. I think I have to use Lopunny to break through this thing because if this is Stealth Rock. Oh, it's Stealth Rock, Dragon Pulse, Photon Geyser, Ultra Necrozma. I should have, bro. I got got. I definitely got there. Well played, well played. Did not expect that at all. All right, so I didn't even think about that at all. I know that I can U-turn here. He might go for Dragon Pulse, anticipating me to be a more defensive set than anything else. But this gets me my Zygarde in, basically, and to just start going for subs and Dragon Dances. Avoiding Ultra Necrozma is really nice. Of course it's fast than me. Why wouldn't it be fast Toxic? No! And it's fast Toxic. My god, that's a lot of speed. That is a lot of speed you are running, my friend. So getting rid of this is obviously good for Groudon, right? The amount of speed he's running. He's at 31, he's going to take 31, then he's going to take another 31. I can just 1,000 arrows again. It's not like anything really comes in on it besides potential to support Arceus. Man, I'm getting thrown off so much. Taunt Toxic, is this like a Gliscor type thing? Because it's so fast. I thought when it hit that speed tier, I'd be faster because I was 284 speed prior to becoming Zygarde Complete. I'm learning a lot when I'm fighting this ladder. I like it though, I like it. Arceus Water is definitely outsped by you too, which is bad without, an answer. But we're just gonna go for 1,000 arrows again. If he brings out the Salamence, for instance, I would have went for Outrage there. But we get rid of Yveltal. So besides Salamence, I can press his Blaze through his team. He can obviously go out into his Necrozma if he wants to, and more than likely go for Dragon Pulse, which I'm pretty sure he has. I know he has. And my Zygarde's honestly useless now. There's so much stuff down here that's just crazy. I mean, I can't be talking. I'm using a Lopunny. I could save you as a Groudon switching at worst. Alright, well, now I need that Groudon switching. We'll make the Zygarde play. I want to see if he's Eruption. which he was. I obviously did not take it as well as I had hoped. But now I can bring out my Arceus Water, and it's really good versus this guy. It's still really good. I don't think there's any... I should always go for Earth Power here. Yeah, this team definitely needs Stealth Rock. Because Stealth Rock making it so I can 2-hit KO Primal Ground with Earth Power is just needed, just necessary. Now I need Arceus Water for Salamence too, so my opponent might try and weaken me with this. Xerneas is... I have Magearna for, but... And the fact my opponent is faster is pretty disappointing for me, I'll be real. Though I did take nothing from that Precious Blaze, and I actually did 60%, so that's a lot more than I expected. He must be minus Spadef Nature. I can still ground on him. That's the big thing. I can still ground on him. But I need to find an opportunity to set up. Oh, okay. He's Arceus Water. Maybe I can't ground on him, though. Ice Swords Dance. Hydro Vortex. Come on, man. No. Would he Hydro Vortex here? Okay, good. Time to foul play. Bro, I lose this Arceus Water. Like, that's a given, man. I lose this Arceus Water hardcore, like straight up. He can't be Swords Dance Hydro Vortex. What am I saying? It's Ultra Necrozma. I feel like he'll double, but I can't, like, risk that. Anyway, yeah. Luckily I have an Arceus Water which eats up your hits, but I have Will-O-Wisp for his Arceus as well, so I'm okay. Like, now that I know his set, I can actually Will-O-Wisp him. As long as he's not like a recovery set. So we're getting information. We got some damage off on Xerneas too. It's just that my boy here is super pressured. Get the hell out of here. Don't be refreshed. Don't be toxic. So getting that burn off on Arceus Water is incredible. I'm actually gonna start throwing off some Ice Beams just in case, because I think that this thing might live Earth Power. I don't want it to come in and me have to be forced to take a hit. And I also don't want him randomly pivoting into Salamence. Like, I'm gonna just start throwing off some Ice Beams now. Like, Ice Beam should knock out Ultra Necrozma if he goes out to that. I don't think he'll knock out Salamence, but he'll do some damage. He might just try and SD up alongside me. Yep. And he did try and pivot into this, so I'm really glad I went for Ice Beam there. Let's get rid of that giant threat. No Z moves for you, sir. No broken Z moves for you. You gonna finally Geomance, or you're gonna double again? Oh, okay. I get his set. He is either Scarf or actually he's trying to weaken me for the Geomancy sweep. Get some chip off on him for my Precious Blades. Yeah, I got my chip off that I need for Precious Blades. And there's a Geomancy. I'll be taking that from you, sir. Thank you very much. Go ahead and give me the Xerneas. And I still get my +1, and I'm faster than Groudon too, which is amazing. Salamence should outspeed me. I'll eat this up and I can knock him out with Volts, which is amazing too. I guess I just bring out Arceus Water now. Hey! We haven't won this game yet though. There's still a few ways we can lose this game. On Groudon I have to go for Recover. I believe I live +1 return. And if he goes, oh god, I just knocked him out. What? Okay, I got like the highest roll possible there. I won. Good game. I was not expecting to just knock him out right there, so I definitely got the highest roll possible. That was a fun one though. My Lopunny didn't get to do what I wanted in this one, but that's crazy, man. This defensive, I'm not a big fan of Arceus, support Arceus that are this slow. I don't like being slower than a Veltal. I don't like being slower than specific things, but like, wow. First off, Ice Beam knocking out Mega Ments, you had to be like no bulk Mega Ments, which means you probably were running Double Edge. So if you went for Double Edge, he'd take enough recoil and I'd win. Oh, it does 100% minimum? Wow. Wow. Yeah, so it's literally no bulk Mega Ments. I did not know it was that exact count. Ladder refusing to update as usual. / rank. That's not our rank. I literally just saw that rank. That's not our rank. Can I get a rank? Can I just be on this top 500, please? Am I really not ranked yet on there? By the way, I have a really solid team for climbing. I don't know if you guys... 1546. I have to do the podcast soon. Alright, I unfortunately have to end it there. So we didn't climb so much. I think we got like 15, 20 in the last episode. I know, the ladder hasn't been showing me my points, which is annoying. But 30 and 5, not that happy about that. Definitely not taking away anything from the guy who beat me because... I just lost that game for sure. I don't know what I could have done differently without knowing his sets, right? Like, obviously, if I played him again, I played a little bit differently. I know he has Psycho Boost. I know he's Special, Autotomize, Necrozma, Ultra Necrozma. So, that stuff I know. Lopunny was really, really fun in this. That one guy almost beat me with level 1 Pokemon. And, by the way, guys, he was not low on the ladder. He had more points than me. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Though I have a few things I already know I want to use. And Zesty, thank you for the team. Goodbye, my friends.